Hi, I'm Sam, I'm a chartered accountant and I am on a mission to build wealth and I want you to build wealth too. Today we're going to be talking about 5 money habits that are keeping you poor. So the first one is saving last. So when you get paid, most of the time people pay their bills, they spend the money that they want to spend on things they enjoy, and then whatever is left, they save. If you want to build wealth, that is a habit that you need to break. The first thing you should be doing is saving. So take your salary and let's take 10%. So if you take £1,000 home a month, £100 that goes away into saving, and then you still have £900 left to pay your bills and to have enjoyment money. And for me, I would normally say you want to split it 65% to your bills, 25% to your enjoyment money, and 10% for your savings. That way you have money building in the background, you have a safety net if anything goes wrong, and also you have money building that's going to help you create wealth. Which leads me on to my second money habit, which is saving too much. So yes, you need to save. I would always say have a safety net. If you lose your job, if your car breaks down, if your boiler breaks and you need to be able to pay for something out straight away, you have that safety net of savings. But you only need a couple of months worth of savings, and then the rest of the money you can invest. And that is what is going to create you wealth. If your money sits in your savings account, even if it's a high interest savings account, it might attract 4% interest per year. You can invest it in something like the S&P 500, which would attract 8 to 10% growth per year. This will then compound, so the money builds and builds and builds on top of each other. And then in years from now, you could have millions of pounds in your bank account just because you chose to invest instead of save. And if this doesn't make any sense to you, watch my last video that I posted last week about investing and how to get into it. Habit number 3 that is keeping you poor is not paying off your credit card. So most credit cards have a 20% to 30% interest charge on them if you don't pay it off in full. So yes, I use a credit card and I use it every single month, but I make sure that I have enough money to pay off the credit card. Credit cards are great, they build your credit score and you can get rewards, you can get flights, you can get points, you can buy things with the card, which is great. But if you don't have enough money to pay it off at the end of the month, you are then paying 20 to 30% interest on that every single month. And that's exactly what the credit card company want you to do, because that is how they make the money. But that is not what you want to do if you want to build wealth. If you have an interest-free credit card, sometimes people get an interest-free credit card that's interest-free for 12 months. You don't need to worry about paying that off. But if you have a high rate of interest, you need to clear that off and then use your credit card, use it for the month, at the end of the month, pay your bill. Then number 4 is your spending habits. Say if you see something and you really want to get it, what I would do is I would write it down in your notes page, on your phone, on a piece of paper, and if you still want it in a month's time, then buy it. But if it's an impulse buy, you see it, you think you want it, you get that instant gratification, and then in a couple of days' time, you don't even care that you bought it, it probably wasn't a good investment of money. Where I would be looking to spend money, obviously spend money on enjoyment, but for me, it's investing in myself, investing in new skills, investing in knowledge that's gonna help me to build more wealth, or to build my career, or to build a side hustle. Yes, still enjoy yourself, go out with your friends, don't live a boring life, because if you die tomorrow, what have you got to show for it? But you need to think about how happy is this purchase going to make me? Is it making me happy just in this moment, and in a couple of days time I won't care about it? Or is it something that I really want, and if I write it down now and in a month from now I still want it, at that point, I get it. Habit number 5 that you want to break is spending more as you earn more. So let's say you earn £1,000 and every month you spend £800. Now you've got a pay rise to £1,500 and every month you now spend £1,300. So you got a £500 pay rise, but you also are now spending £500 more. So you haven't invested any more money, you're not creating more wealth, you're just living and increasing your standards of living as your pay rises. So what you want to do is, as your pay rises, yes, you can spend more money, you're entitled to, you've earned more money. Let's say you spend £200 more, but you invest £300 and you do that every single month. You are going to start to build wealth, especially if you invest it in the stock market and it grows at 8 to 10% a year. If you invest at £300 every single month, you're going to start to build wealth. And then if you get another pay rise and now you can invest £500 a month, again, you're going to see that wealth start to build quickly. So you need to stop living to the extremes of your means. And as you get a pay rise, live below your means and invest some more money, and that is what is going to create you wealth. So I hope you found those 5 tips helpful. This is what I apply to my life, because not only, yes, am I an accountant, but I am trying to build wealth. That is the long-term goal. I want to have financial freedom to be able to work when and where I want and not have to worry about money. And if you did find this video useful, then please like and subscribe, and I will see you again next week.